What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been a few days since I last uploaded, and for me it's been difficult to find good topics to talk about, so I don't want to just put out a half-assed video because, frankly, it's just not worth it, because then I have to hop onto Modern Warfare 2 and play it, and frankly, I just don't have a lot of fun playing Modern Warfare 2 right now. The only time I find myself enjoying the experience of Modern Warfare 2 is when my friends are on, because that's the only time I don't feel overpowered by the skill-based matchmaking. That's the only time I feel that I can really enjoy what this game has to offer. Otherwise, I just get really overwhelmed because I have to try my ass off every single game, and I don't have the comic relief of my friends to be there with me. I only have my inner thoughts, and nobody wants to hear my inner thoughts. You don't want to know how negative I get on myself, because nobody should ever hear that. It's terrible, and I need more positive reinforcement sometimes, and that's why I like playing with my friends. But that's neither here nor there. The point of today's video is actually to talk about Call of Duty as a whole right now, because I am actually worried about it. Even though you can look at all of the metrics that show that Call of Duty is actually doing really well and trending upwards, it just makes me more and more worried. And I've seen videos that kind of touch on this point a little bit, but I want to dive into it a little bit deeper, because it is something that I've talked about in the past that I want to again hammer home today. And that, of course, is we are basically telling Infinity Ward, and especially Activision, that their business practices and what they've been doing with Call of Duty is okay. And we as a community will accept incomplete games. We as a community will accept the state that these games release in. And we as a community will accept the state that these updates are released in, you know, with multiple bug problems, multiple issues. And, of course, Warzone not being really that amazing, right? But it still has a ton of players. It's still getting a ton of praise. And people are flocking to the Battle Pass, which is everything Activision wants. It's everything Infinity Ward wants. So where we can hit them with our actual feedback is with our wallets, but unfortunately we're just donating money to bad business practices, to business practices that are actively working against your best interests. And it's really disappointing to see, because we had an opportunity, and I made a video talking about it last week about not buying the Battle Pass, but we had an opportunity as a community to come together and say, okay, this is where we draw the line. I know there's cool shit in there, but let's just not do it this time. Let's wait until they completely fix the game. Even Blame Truth thought the game was fixed and went and bought the Battle Pass. Turns out game wasn't fixed. There's still a ton of issues when you're trying to play with friends. There's a ton of issues with the SBMM. There's a ton of issues with footsteps. There's a lot of issues in this game, and it would be nice to get a better roadmap. The Trello board is like a joke at this point in time. It would be nice to get better feedback from the actual developers. It'd be nice to get some transparency from the developers. But the problem is they have no incentive to do so, because we as the community continuously feed their bank accounts with our hard-earned money, basically giving them the message that says, hey, continue to do what you're doing. You're doing great. And unfortunately, guys, they're not. And like, I'm one person, and I'm speaking with my wallet. I'm doing what I can, but unfortunately, I'm one person. No one gives a shit about some random dude with less than 400 subscribers. Thank you to all the new people. Less than 400 subscribers, who lives in the middle of the damn North American continent in Canada, and that's shouting into his mic every day. No one cares about my opinion. But I'm seeing the progression. I'm seeing where Call of Duty is going to go. And they can fall down the dark path of Battlefield. They can fall down the dark path of Halo. They can fall down the dark paths of so many other games that have died before them, because they're putting profit over actual good game development. And that's the problem here. And again, like, I have to reiterate this point. We have one way of having true, honest feedback that directly correlates to Activision, that resonates them really well, and that, of course, is with our wallets. And we just refuse to do it. And I get it. There's some huge streamers out there that are buying the Battle Pass, because guess what? Money means nothing to them, because they make a ton of it. So throwing a few dollars here and there doesn't really matter. Although I feel that the bigger the voice you have, the more that you should want games to be better. But unfortunately, once you start getting that Activision cash, which I'm too small to ever see it, and I probably will never get it because of how negatively I've talked about them. They have no incentive to do it. It's actually counterproductive for them to talk truthfully about the game because it'll affect their bottom line if they want to go to Activision events and get, you know, early access to games. So it feels like, again, the message is we want to produce half-ass shit and basically appeal to the lowest common denominator. As long as we can do that, we can attain as much money as possible, and we never really have to work that hard to make these games that good. Because I look at everything here in Modern Warfare 2, and I'll say it again like I always say, there's nothing in this game that has not been done better in previous Call of Duties. Is this a good Call of Duty game? It has the potential to be, for sure. But again, everything that's in this game has been done better before in previous iterations of Call of Duty. So there's nothing new here. There's nothing that's blowing me away. And that's really disappointing because guess what? You had 3,000 devs. You had 3 years to make this the best Call of Duty you possibly could. And this is all you came up with. So anyways, guys, that's the video for today. I'm going to keep it a little shorter. The main message I want to deliver to you guys is if you still haven't bought the Battle Pass, please don't. Honestly, please, if you feel like Call of Duty is doing something half decent, wait a little while until we see more progress in the right direction before you speak with your wallet, because it is the most powerful voice you have when it pertains to your power as a gamer. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.